morning YouTube, I hope you guys are well. It is now week 2, Wednesday, so the third day of week 2 of my load week. I work in a 3-week load rhythm, 1 week easy. Yesterday we had the lab bike test, last video, and what was planned normally afterwards was a longer 5k swim with some easy work and drills, which I did, but then was also planned a VO2 max run. That I cancelled and shifted to today. The whole week was a bit shifting around. We did that with my team because it's a bit difficult to do on your own, right? Because you always want to do it perfect in this made up rhythm, which is anyways made up. But I was too tired after the bike test for a couple of reasons. First, it was a hard bike test, and again, it's a plan and you have to see how your body reacts. But I noticed afterwards, especially after the nap, I was pretty tired because I left the house at 8 a.m. and I had lunch at 2 p.m. I did have like a recovery shake after, but some learnings for sure for afterwards, that it's not necessary to have the discussion about the results right after. Then recovery window for lunch is kind of messed up, and that's not worth it. Can do the analysis of results later. Not urgent at all to do that after and then have lunch later and compromise the day and make it more taxing than it already is. Good learning for next time. But otherwise, very complicated results. Holy moly. I mean, I was always very passionate about physiology. I studied it in my degrees, and over the last 12 years, deeper and deeper, and with coaches and with where I did the lab testing before. And I could have clean conversations with everybody there, and also what I hear from the endurance sports world. Everything I hear, to be honest, without sounding arrogant, I feel I'm at least on the same level, if not higher than everything that I hear. But as you saw maybe from the last video, there's levels to this game. So I thought from a 0 to 10 scale of knowledge, I was at a 7 or 8, you know. I knew I don't study it on PhD level or like don't work with it and assess all the different levels. That's why I gave myself a 7 or 8. But when you had a conversation yesterday with my mentor, there are levels to this in understanding how lactate, ventral tertiate, how all that works and correlates. I put myself down to a 4, and he's obviously my mentor is at a 10. Insane complicated. I'm not meaning a little bit complicated, insane complicated how those things behave. And I'm certain 99%, if not 100, 99 let's say, just for the voice of doubt, of endurance and even pro level sports out there in endurance world do not understand these correlations. You cannot unless you study it that deep and have the mentorship that he had he worked with somebody 10 years before of experience with Olympic level analysis of all those results and how those behave. So complicated. Impossible for me to do this on my own. Forget it. So yeah. What I'm saying is very grateful I got an amazing team, because oh boy, it's complicated, and how to do from this kind of look under the hood, the implications for this. Blood test results I still get, I haven't forgotten. Once I got them, I'll go through them here. I'll of course check with my mentor and the head doctors there as well to have a look at things. On the way to the gym now, which is literally just around the corner, 150 meters. But definitely a bit tired this morning, so a few things combined, and mainly yesterday. I looked at the video again. I edited yesterday's video just now. It's an hour video, escalated in length. So the video from yesterday, you see it today. And but I don't know how those videos are doing, because I don't allow myself to check comments, views, all that objective stuff that might, build up resistance and interfere with your art. So this kind of thing, I'll just keep going. I hope some of you guys like the video, likes this stuff, liked seeing this stuff. If not, too bad. I'm gonna continue anyways. We do not quit. We do not quit anything. Not this, not pro triathlon, no nothing. We continue until, I don't know, we just keep going for the sake of it. For the sake of art, for the sake of doing the work, and not always the outcome thing, having attached to something. You do it because of that. I do this videos because I really like documenting it. I could imagine that it really hopefully inspires people to also, look for their own goals, their own push for something, and that it helps them to get off the couch and get going, to have those vibes around. That's always what I'm trying to do in the videos, to bring a positive vibe through the camera to wherever you are sitting and trying to go for a run or trying to look for a goal and you're scared of it. Yeah, I try to be as transparent as I can. No BS here on this channel. Not lying to myself, not lying to anybody else. If I do, I will re-correct myself in the video. That is not allowed. Any BS or doing something because of what other people think, or not saying something in a video like the data from yesterday because you're scared of people's judgment or whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna share it all. And today's run for sure, because we're a bit tired, never sacrifice volume for intensity, meaning it is 6 times 5 minutes VO2, and last time I drilled it pretty hard. I'm definitely not going to that place today. Even if I would do it just at threshold or below and just control it, you know, still like a solid session, at some good paces. And main thing is consistency. There's new things coming in this week with the test, also swim competition. Main thing is, you know, keep the control of intensity. Let's stay patient here. Have some fun. There are my treadmills waiting for me. So I got everything ready for afterwards as well. Here the recovery shake is waiting for me. We have to earn that one. Here I got 90 grams of carbs. I'm gonna take more water for sure in between. But yeah, carbon slippers as well for this one for sure. Help for mechanics, as I said before in the old video. Feel really good with it. So just have some fun. All right, so I will be doing my warm up over there. I'll do some stuff first, get everything activated, mobile and stuff. And then I have my warm up procedure. It takes around 20 minutes. I go through some different zones that will tell me as well how the body feels. And overall, holding back. That's the number one theme for this run here. Not being a hero if I feel good. It's really not a good idea to do this at all today. So just being smart, you know, long term. Because you make a training plan, that's one thing. Whoever creates it with his best intent. We create it with a team, but I hold the last accountability. Me and my wife, a good team, and we make the day-to-day decisions of like load, right? And they got to be objective and be smart and rational, not with emotions, not with outcome, not with goals. You got to do, how can you train today in order to be 300 days, 600 days, 900 days consistent, set it many times, but that's the only way where you get anywhere in endurance sports is consistently banking this over. And I made a plan before to, like I said yesterday, do it after the test, but the test was more taxing, and then roger that, if the body can absorb it. I'm not gonna smash a death sentence like a VO2 run on in the evening, like then would have been not consistent for the week, would have been horrible. So this, even if it's controlled threshold or even just a bit quicker than LT1, do not care. I'll go my body how it feels. With testing and lab testing in general, I think it's super important that it's worth it, because testing, you know, testing isn't training. So unless it helps you to make a significantly better, or unless testing helps you to train better, more efficiently, and get you closer to your goals, testing is a huge chunk of waste of time and money. So you gotta be very sure that first it makes sense and you don't over test, right? So even now, for example, I mean, we didn't really change the training because of the testing, right? That's one. But again, it had a consequence on my training because of fatigue and, like I said early in the video here. So that's not good, right? That's not what you want at all. So the result of the testing, the knowledge you gain from it has to be worth it. Otherwise, and again, this is not it. Also run testing, I'm not gonna do. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do that before races. There I feel I know everything I gotta know right now, so I don't need any new zones or anything like that. Got all the knowledge from previous tests there. And yeah, so you can definitely over test. But if you're in doubt, which we were with the bike, there was some weird stuff going on with lactate, and just to be sure, we had like an 80% idea, but not 100% idea of certainty, right? So the goals I have and where I want to go, you can't be 80% sure. You gotta be as sure as you can and get the most knowledgeable people in your corner and the best stuff, so that you're 100% sure of the right decision, right? Always what you can control. So let's warm up, be smart. Again, no matter how I feel today, I'm gonna definitely be smart. Last time we did 6 times 5 minutes at 3:15 pace, minute per K.
what is that, 5:15 mile, the first 3 times 6, and then afterwards I believe I went to 5-minute flat pace, so 3:09 pace. But I'm not going to do that today, no matter how I feel. I'm definitely keeping, especially heart rate. Might even be suppressed after the test yesterday, I'm not sure, but maybe not. But RP and heart rate for sure on the lower end. I don't want to go to this high range today. Yeah. All right, the warm-up is done. Yeah, just confirmed what I already knew, but that's why you wear data, that's why you use heart rate, because my heart rate is literally 10 beats suppressed, right? So there would be one scenario that if you listen to your ego, that you can beautifully lie to yourself, because I could hammer out a session as before, right? Could do it. The legs and RPE is okay, but the heart rate plus what I said before anyways, with the feeling is there's more fatigue in. And if I would be in the end of my 3-week block, that fatigue for the, let's say, last day, second last day, I would allow it because I know I have easier weeks coming, but I'm only in the middle of my second week, so definitely don't want that fatigue. So the first time I had it now, and again, there's a reason for it. That testing now cost me 1 VO2 max run session. That was the price. So accepting that, because I mean, 10 beats lower heart rate, you could either lie to yourself and say, okay, I'm just fitter, you know, it's okay, it's normal. But 10 beats lower, plus feeling coupled with fatigue, which I had before, I talked about it, not normal, not what you want at all. So the only thing is now immediately acceptance, you know, accept the facts, and don't make any stupid decisions from this now, which are already the fact. Most people go from this point, including me in the past, to not acknowledge the facts, which was a fact, and just keep going as if the training plan would be, you know, sent down from heaven to be your path or whatever. That's not the fact. So yeah, I'm gonna run this really at LT1, a bit quicker maybe. Just, yeah, because my legs and RP is good. That feels okay, but again, coupled fatigue before, plus heart rate clear as day, and I also tested here again in case the heart rate monitor runs out of battery or something, but it isn't, I checked recently. So yeah, good decision was to be today, 6 and 5 minutes, VO2 scratched, not going into 180, 185 heart rate range, for sure not. There'll be a death sentence for the next 1.5 weeks of work, couldn't absorb it. And even now doing this controlled, if I see a negative trend, like it is now a little bit, a bit more negative trend than I normally have. I normally don't have this trend in the middle of my second week. Again, I know why. Riding up to 510 watts yesterday, and you see how I was breathing, and it was a really high effort, which again was worth it for the knowledge, but is it worth it if it costs a training session, VO2 that was planned? Careful with this. So yeah, it's already in the past, as I said. So yeah, gonna have a nice 3:45 pace for the first 3. What is that? 6-minute flat pace maybe, I don't know. 4:45, I think 4:45 mile pace. And yeah, do that. Check heart rate, but again, it's gonna be a bit lower, but it's gonna be like 150 or something. So it's really like aerobic. And I see how I feel after. Maybe then maximum 3:30 pace. If feeling everything is still good, but definitely not faster than 3:30 minute per K pace, which is 5:30 mile, 100% not. So, okay, time to get going here. 3:45, first 5 minutes. Really trying to focus to keep my hips under me, to really push the hip forward, chest out. Nice with the thumbs, the cadence. Not too high cadence, try to relax. It's the cadence. The treadmill naturally increase the cadence, so you have less power per stride, so you gotta balance the two. music. Imagine this is my job. Absolutely laughable. I mean, the bank account slips are definitely delayed, so you put in the work and get the money later, like an investment. But money will come. Just gotta keep doing good decisions and stay patient, and then everything I ever wanted and more is coming from me. Alright, that was rep number 1. Felt really nice, controlled, and got better and better. Again, heart rate only 145. Normally I would expect maybe 150 or something, I don't know. My LT1 aerobic threshold is 167, so I'm a long way off, which is kind of exciting, right? 345 pace. But yeah, to run that in Ironman is conditioning first, right? Doesn't matter what your lab results say. If your legs are not conditioned to run 42k at 345 pace, what is it, 4:45, 6 minute mile? Can completely forget it. So, especially after the bike ride. So, step by step. Only smart decisions. We're not doing any short-term decisions to like take any risk to perform well in 3 months' time in Ironman. No, we think long-term. Patience is the new addiction here. The new addiction is patience. Because that's how you get anywhere in endurance sports, as I said. And the best ones that are consistently having the number 1, they mastered patience. They mastered it. And as soon as you get any kind of greed or ego involved in that equation, even with the champions, they get injured or sick. A year, 2, and that mostly started with decisions. And no coach can stop you, or nobody can stop you. If you got in your mind, like, you're gonna do those decisions in every small session, then no data can analyze it really. It's not like you run way too quick all the time. It's just decision making. So gotta be smart and patient. Otherwise, I'm not getting closer to my goal. I'm actually just preparing myself for a setback, which is not what I'm into. Right, so I keep the rest ratio 2.5 minutes, although it's not a VO2 max rest test. I'm not gonna make this session harder with shorter rest and make it a threshold session or something. Like I said, it's not the goal. Get some clean running in at with better paces, quicker than normal aerobic, and then I'm very happy for today. Train intelligently, as they say. As Jeff says. Second one done. Felt still good. I'm gonna do 3 for sure at this 3:45 pace, 5:45 mile pace, and 3 for sure. And then I think it's okay. Still gonna be aerobic. I have 150 heart rate, but again, heart rate doesn't really matter today. RPE has to stay low. It can like creep up. Has to stay low, but I think it's okay to do the last 3 times 6 minutes at 3:35 minute per k pace. So like a bit quicker. 10 seconds quicker. What is that? 5:35 mile pace, I believe. And yeah, keep it controlled. If the effort suddenly goes up a lot, I'll slow down again to 3:45. It's just good. Some good running, enjoying it. This feels good. So this is the third rep. Third time, 5 minutes, 3:45, 5:45 mile pace. 1% gradient as always, and yeah, just staying relaxed. Kicking some Nicki Minaj here. I listen to all the music except hard rock. Hard rock is not for me. No Rammstein, German dude. That's not me. Pass. That was rep number 3. Still felt really nice and controlled. And important that the RPE kind of stays the same now. Same effort. So 3:45 minute per k pace in a little bit, coming right up. I think it's time for some Biggie. Biggie Smalls. There we go. Notorious. Big Popper. Big pop off for this interval. That's a bit slow, maybe something a bit quicker. There we go, BIG, what do we got? Hypnotize, oh that will do it. That will do it. Sicker than your average. Yes sir. 26. Yeah, felt good. Heart rate got up to 156. RP controlled, feel like it's a nice fast jog, let's say. And yeah, I'm gonna stay here for those reps. Perfect. All right, we got 5 times 5 minutes done. Still feels really good. 3:45 pace. The fifth one, 6:1. I keep the same. No need pushing it. Not today. I could easily, but that's how I want to feel. Come out of this good. And then we're gonna finish the volume. 15k total. Maybe 2k cool down or whatever. Because the volume stays the same. Nothing. I can lower intensity of the session, but I'm not messing with the number one metric, which is consistent run volume. So that one's gonna be 80. No jinxing, but it's gonna be 80. I did 5k easy yesterday, so I'm not doing any stupid changes, but yeah, 80k incoming. Gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys later. Found some new ways to export, but it's still living on the edge, this laptop with heat. It's getting also a bit older, but it's cranking out performance so you guys can watch. It's working hard. Listen to it. Oh yeah, it's working hard. So another one, I got big shout out to Fusion, very cool. I got a brand new tri-suit from them and another part as well. So I have 2 of those beautiful suits. Really happy with them. Actually with Fusion, it's the first tri-suit I ever had. I think it was 2011 or so. They had back then, some of you guys maybe still remember the pockets here. Anyway, super happy with the suit. And I'm gonna bring it to the, as I said before, to the, what's it called here, the guy that sews it in professionally for the GPS tracker for the Pro Series race. It's gonna be my first half distance. So you sew one of those pockets here, whoopa, in the back, somewhere here, and then the GPS goes in and you can see live pace. If somebody's slowing down by 1 second per K, you can see it. And then we got some more free gear because really cool. One part is for triathletes is tricky because of the pants, as you know. So I actually wanted the same, it's just those tri-shorts from Fusion, because it's the same padding as the triathlon suit, right? Because if you get bike paddings, I have this massive one and the aero position is not so good. So this is awesome. It's the tri-shorts. I use that for cycling and some really cool high visibility. Some of you guys follow me longer. Safety on the road is always number one for consistency and for your life. So anybody who's dressed fully in black as a cyclist obviously never crashed or doesn't know how the emergency is looking with cracked skulls and people in wheelchairs. So if you're fully dressed back thinking, I look so cool on the road. Yeah, well, nobody can see you and maybe you're soon dead. So please change to anything more visible. Look at this beautiful jacket, really nice material. Can't wait, gonna be rocking this in Nice. We go there soon on training camp. So the snack for after the swim is prepared. We got some banana, orange, cottage cheese for protein, cinnamon for reducing inflammation, peanut butter for calories. We'll get that in after the pool and then we come home and ride. All right, we are on the way towards the pool. Also, what's exciting, we are all signed up here. If you can see, there is my name. Opa, that didn't work. That's for the 1500 meter race this coming Saturday. So it's 1:30 p.m. 1500 meter long course swim, my second ever swim event. Then we got the Sunday PM session, men 200. There we go. First guy thinks he can go 152. All right. Some good swimmers there. I'm somewhere at the bottom because I don't have a number. There he is, Weitz, Matti. Yeah. So we're gonna be heading out for the swim now. Same pool actually where the competition is. It's a bit further out. Not further out. It's around the corner. 1 metro stop or 2. Really easy. But in the afternoon here, that pool is a bit too busy. Can't swim quality strokes, so I just go around the corner where there's other really nice pool. Look forward to that. We got a nice 4.3k set with some activations in there and aerobic, but only aerobic. We continue the theme of the day and listen to the body first and foremost. Keep effort really low and controlled. And yeah, then as I said, the snack, and we'll be back on the bike. There we go, looks good. It's like one person in a 50-meter lane, all for myself. All right, all done. It was a pretty good swim. I'm pretty happy with this, but I built in some safety nets for rest, meaning 4.3K. It's never easy work, right? It's not like before when I was just strolling around. For sure, the swim coach changed a lot, which came into a lot of results quickly. And yeah, in there was 800 meters of kick work, broken in 50s, which of course suck. But if something sucks, it's actually good. Same as fear and doubt. You have to run towards it because that's where the growth is. If you suck at something, saying, I don't like it, most likely you don't like it because you're very bad at it. So if you're bad at something, that's an area of improvement. So same with fear. If you're really scared of something, not like a edge of a cliff, you shouldn't. You can be scared of that, but I mean, anything else like goal setting or same as the swim event now, it's a challenge, right? Like my first 1500 swim event, everything is a challenge. So I'm always going to seek challenges because there's the growth, there's where you improve. So it's good. So the first long set of all kinds of stuff, but then in the end, 10 rounds, so 1500 meters straight, more or less broken up in 50s and 100s. 50s leaving on 40 seconds, long course, and 100s leaving on 120. Normally it's straight like that with fins though. It's straight like that. So, but today I built in a safety net every third rep. I just did it, swam easy, and did longer rest. So try not to get the pulse up too high, but otherwise still really good quality with strokes. And gonna get this down, and then it's gonna be a bit of a night shift today, but that is okay. There's 24 hours for a reason. While we are swimming, the winter returned. As you can see, we got some snow again. A little bit. Wifey's not happy. But yeah, let's see with the long run. 36K in the weekend, but it's gonna be fun.
Should be +5 on Sunday.
Alright, see, it's gonna be hot. Alright, again, made it home. New pants on. Try them out. I'm gonna be taking for sure 60 grams an hour. If I want more, I'm gonna take more because all about today is especially recovery. So it's gonna be 2-hour ride with 75 minutes of LT1, which at the moment is 270. That's not too taxing then, so that's not a big ask. But if you watch yesterday's video, we're gonna be shackled to the aero bars until further notice. Everything would load for sure. So the only way I get out of those aero bars is death. No, just kidding. Gonna be in those, train those muscles for the aero stuff, and then see you in a little bit. Especially when you're a bit tired in the evening, let's say after work or something, and you have to do a ride or get to do a ride, right? But you're probably a bit mentally tired and demotivated. Always remember the why, because the why is the most important one for all of us, right? Like, why do you want to jump on the bike? Nobody's forcing you. Don't say your training plan or something. You're not a slave. You don't have to do anything. You can just not bike if you want to do. You can just sit on the couch and watch Netflix, eat chips, whatever. Nobody's forcing you to anything. But if you have a goal, if you want to achieve it, if you have a dream, if you want to improve your health, lose weight, whatever your motivation is, look for that and ask for that and make it fun. Like, turn your negative emotional spiral into something positive. Like, for now I'm a bit tired. It could be easy to just drift in something, just get this bike done, just something like that. Like lack of gratitude, but that's very bad. I don't want that. So I'm gonna watch something nice, maybe from a race, some good music, make it a really, really nice 2-hour ride. Let's see what the pants are, but those are the same as my triathlon suit, so which is perfect. Yeah, I really feel good. Nice. Less cushioning was the plan. Check the gears here. Still from the from the lab. All right, that should be good. Little spin down. All right, guys, welcome to my live. For the next 75 minutes, I'm gonna be right here in this beast. I'm sitting at 270 watts, as I said. I'm gonna be hanging around here. Did a little stretch before, just from the hammies, because they are the one that, of course, have a completely different activation and work differently in aero position, and yeah, everything is different, right? Completely different hip angle and stuff. So needs conditioning. Yep. Otherwise, in the race, I'd rather suffer in training as a general rule, but it's easy to chicken out for everybody. In sessions, have comfort zones. Very, very tricky. So, while it might be more uncomfortable to do it in a training session, but remember, in the race, you want to have things the first time happening, or, time trialing for 90K or for 180K. It's very difficult. So, needs a lot of conditioning. So, I'll check back in a bit later. Gonna enjoy this ride, get some carbs in, watch some athletics, Jakob Ingebrigtsen playing with the competition. Fun fact about him, if it's true, I don't know. I believe he said he didn't miss a training session since he's 11. He's 24, 25 now. So what I mentioned earlier with consistency and, see the level he's at. So we can all learn and get inspired by the likes of him and do everything in our power to stay consistent, train hard and well and smart, train intelligently. Right. All right, there we are, halfway through, and then we almost got 75, but feels good. It's a bit discomfort for sure with just the hamstrings working the posterior chain. It's a new load, different than sitting up. But even sitting up, I guess you always feel something. You're always a bit sore, but taxational wall is low. Just getting used to stuff, and it's good. It's by doing it. So another 37.5 minutes. Gonna watch some nice stuff. David Roach, very inspiring, positive light in the sport of ultra trail running. If you don't know him, check it out. He broke the lateral coast record. Very positive spirit and very great training approach. I learned a lot from him as well in many ways. So David Roach on YouTube, check it out. All right, there we go. We did it. Bang. Now we go to 220. Spin a bit the rest, 145, and then we spin until the rest. Very good. Nice stimulus, and it's more mental like anything. Same as the long run. It's more mental and physical. So I think before I gave myself the options, because we made the conscious decision, to push the VO2 sitting up, because my breathing rate, lungs, all of it was just from years unconditioned with the wrong training. But here we get that up. And now it's just decisions made, right? I think as soon as the decision is consciously made and you tell yourself, like I did earlier, no, we're going to be riding every interval if you want or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you feel. You're going to ride it in air position. There's no harm, there's nothing happening from doing that, right? So it's just a decision. Tomorrow's training, we're gonna have a morning aerobic run with some hill strides. Then we have, so the whole week is a bit shifted around, mixed around. So the load is less and more distributed. That makes sense. Then a bit after lunch, we have the threshold bike back in aero position, 5 times 15 minutes, 330 watts. We stay there. I built a volume. So this week, 75 minutes threshold, next week, 90 minutes threshold. All run 8-hour. And then afternoon, we hit the gym for some work there. And yeah, that will be tomorrow. I hope you guys are well. I'm going to be eating something nice after. Feeling good, enjoying it. And definitely feel good now at the end of the day. You know, I could be complete toast. But I made right decisions, which I'm proud of. And I have to acknowledge, because it's hard to make the right decisions. But especially when you're naturally more like an emotional person, I think it's more difficult to stay rational, but you have to, right? If you're a September child, like me, you have to be rational. You have to kick in the rational side. So, see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna leave you with what Tom has to say